My beloved, stop, do not move past this moment. This is not just another message you happen to see. This is a divine interruption. And it is happening because something is closer than you realize. There is a reason your attention has been pulled here right now. A reason your spirit feels slightly stirred, slightly unsettled, as if something is trying to reach you before it is too late to recognize it. I am calling you not to comfort you first, but to warn you, because there is something forming, something approaching, something that will touch many lives suddenly. And I needed you to hear this before it unfolds. Before this message continues, type Amen if you believe God brought you here. My beloved, listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal is not meant to create fear, but awareness. There is a great shift coming. But this shift is not gentle for everyone. For some, it will feel like confusion. For others, it will feel like loss. And for many, it will feel like something changed overnight without warning. But you are not being left unaware. You are being warned ahead of time, so that what shakes others will not shake you in the same way. There has been movement happening behind the scenes of your life. Subtle, hidden, almost invisible to your natural eyes. You may have sensed it through delays, through strange interruptions, through moments where things did not go as planned. But those were not random disruptions. Those were early signs. Early signals that something greater was being adjusted around you. And now, the moment is approaching where those quiet adjustments will become visible. Do not ignore what you have been feeling lately. That quiet unease. That inner voice that whispered, "Wait." That hesitation you could not explain. That was not confusion. That was protection speaking to you before clarity arrived. Comment yes if you have felt something shifting recently. Because here is the truth that must be understood now. There is a great exposure coming. What has been hidden will not remain hidden. What has been unstable will not remain standing. What has been misaligned will begin to separate. And it will happen in ways that many will not be prepared for. Situations that seemed secure will suddenly reveal cracks. Plans that looked solid will begin to shift. And people who trusted appearances will struggle to understand what is happening. But you were not meant to rely on appearances. You were meant to move with discernment. And that is why I am calling you now. There are connections in your life that have already begun to change, not loudly, not dramatically, but subtly. Energy has shifted. Conversations feel different. Certain people feel distant even when they are near. This is not your imagination. This is alignment beginning to take place before the greater shift arrives. Do not try to force what feels like it is fading. Do not hold on to what feels like it is loosening its grip. Because what is being moved for a reason. Type 1111 if you trust God's timing. Now stay with me, because this is where the warning deepens. There are decisions ahead of you that will look simple on the surface, but carry weight beneath them. Choices that seem small, but will determine how you experience what is coming next. And this is why you have been slowed down. This is why things have not moved as quickly as you expected. You were being given time. Time to see. Time to hear. Time to receive this very warning before stepping forward. Because once this next phase begins, it will not wait for you to catch up. It will move. And those who are unaware will feel overwhelmed by its speed. But you are being positioned before it arrives. There is something you almost stepped into recently. Something that looked right, felt convenient, even seemed like an answer to your prayers. But something inside you hesitated. That hesitation was not doubt, it was protection. Because that path, if taken too soon, would have placed you directly in the middle of what is about to be shaken. Let that settle in your spirit. You were not delayed, you were redirected. You were not denied, you were preserved. Declare, "I receive," in the comments. Now listen even more closely, because the great that I am warning you about is not just an event, it is a moment of separation. A moment where what is stable will remain, and what is unstable will be revealed. A moment where truth rises and illusion falls. And in that moment, Many will look around and realize they were not as prepared as they believed. But you will recognize it, because you heard this before it happened. You felt this before it unfolded. You were called before it arrived. Stay still, do not rush ahead of this message, let it unfold within you. Because there is more. There are patterns you have been overlooking, repeated signs, repeated feelings, repeated pauses in your path. These were not obstacles, they were signals. Signals preparing you for this exact moment of understanding. And now that you see it, now that it is being revealed, you cannot move the same way you did before. Something is about to shift quickly, faster than you expect. And the only way to move through it with peace is to remain aware, remain grounded, remain aligned. Type 7077 if you believe something is shifting for you. But before you move forward, pause again. Because there is something deeper you need to hear, something that connects directly to what you have been carrying. My beloved, I see the weight you have been carrying, the quiet worries about money, the stress you rarely speak about, the nights when your mind refuses to rest. You have been praying for relief, and heaven has heard you. That is why you were guided to this message today. You are not meant to walk this financial journey in confusion and fear. You are meant to walk it with faith, clarity, and daily direction. To support you, a gentle 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system has been prepared for you. Inside you will be guided step by step through daily prayers, simple money actions, and peaceful structure for your finances. Nothing overwhelming. Nothing complicated, just small faithful steps that begin to shift your path forward. If your heart is feeling called, if you are ready to release financial stress, if you are ready to move with both faith and wisdom, you can begin today. The link is waiting for you in the description. Take the step when you feel ready. I am guiding you forward. Now return to this moment. Because the message is not finished. The warning is not complete. And what comes next is what will give you clarity about what to do. The shift that is coming will not destroy you, but it will expose what cannot go with you. It will reveal what was never stable. It will separate what was never aligned. And in that separation, you may see things differently. You may feel moments of surprise, even moments of realization that come suddenly. But do not fear those moments, because they are confirmations. Confirmations that you were moved in time. Confirmations that you were guided before the change. Confirmations that you were protected even when you did not understand. You will begin to notice things more clearly now. Conversations that reveal truth. Situations that no longer feel right. Opportunities that once excited you but now feel uncertain. This is your awareness increasing. This is your spirit recognizing what your eyes are only now beginning to see. Do not ignore this clarity. Do not silence this awareness. Because this is how you move safely through what is coming. Comment yes if you are starting to see things differently. And here is what you must hold on to as everything begins to unfold. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not unprepared. You are positioned ahead of what is coming. While others will react, you will recognize. While others will question, you will understand. While others will feel shaken, you will feel steady. Because you were warned. Because you listened. Because you stayed. And now, you are ready. Stay present in the coming days, listen more closely than before, trust what you feel. Even when it does not make immediate sense, and do not rush into anything that feels unclear. Because what is meant for you will remain steady. It will not confuse you. It will not pressure you. It will not pull you into chaos. It will align with peace. And in the middle of what others may call uncertainty, you will walk with quiet clarity. If you receive this message, type Amen. Because the warning has been given, and now, the shift begins. And now, my child, as the shift begins, do not look for it only in the obvious places. Because what is unfolding will first reveal itself in the subtle, in the quiet changes that others overlook, but your spirit will recognize immediately. There will be moments where something no longer feels the same, where your energy pulls back without effort, where your clarity arrives before explanation. And in those moments you must not question yourself the way you used to. This is no longer the season of confusion. This is the season of recognition. What I warned you about is not just approaching, it has already begun to move, and you are already responding to it, even now, even as you listen. That feeling you cannot fully explain, that awareness that something is different, that is your confirmation that you are aligned with what is unfolding. Type Amen if you receive this message. My beloved, there will be a moment very soon where something becomes undeniable to you. Something that once felt uncertain will suddenly become clear without effort, without struggle, without second guessing. It will not come as a loud announcement, but as a quiet knowing that settles deep within you, and in that moment, you will understand why you had to be warned ahead of time. Because what will feel sudden to others, will feel familiar to you. What will feel shocking to others, will feel expected to you. And that is the difference between those who were prepared and those who were not. Do not rush past this understanding, stay here, let it settle. Because this is where your peace is being anchored. There are things that will begin to fall away, my child, and you must not try to hold them together. This is not loss, this is exposure completing its work. What could not support where you are being taken will not be allowed to remain. And even if part of you feels the urge to go back, to fix, to reconnect, you must listen deeper than your emotions. Because your spirit already knows, your spirit has already been shown, and now your reality is simply catching up to what has already been revealed within you. Comment yes if your spirit has already been sensing this. And here is where the deeper layer unfolds. What is being removed is directly connected to what is about to be released into your life. There is a space being created, a clearing that had to happen before what is meant for you can arrive without interference. This is why timing has felt so precise lately, why things did not overlap the way you expected, why certain doors closed before others opened. It was not random. It was intentional alignment. Because what is coming next cannot exist in the same space as what is leaving. Let that truth settle deeply within you. You are not watching things fall apart, you are watching things separate. And in that separation, clarity is being born. Write 111 if you trust God's timing. Now listen even more closely, my beloved, because this is where the warning transforms into revelation. There will be a moment where you are given a choice again. But this time it will feel different. This time you will see more clearly. This time you will not feel the same pressure, the same urgency, the same confusion. And that is how you will know you have changed. Because before, you would have moved quickly, before, you would have acted from emotion, but now, you will pause, you will observe, you will discern. And in that pause, everything will become clear. Do not underestimate that moment, because that moment will determine how smoothly you move through what is unfolding. Type 7 and 77 if you believe something is shifting in your life. My child, there is also something else you must understand. Something that will bring you peace as everything continues to shift around you. You were never meant to figure everything out at once. You were meant to receive it in layers. And this is why this message itself is unfolding the way it is. Not all at once, but step by step, because your spirit is being prepared in real time, not overwhelmed all at once. Stay present in this, do not rush ahead. Do not let your mind pull you away from what your spirit is receiving. Because even now, more is being revealed. There are blessings that were delayed, not because you were not ready, but because the timing around you was not yet aligned. There were factors you could not see, movements happening beyond your awareness, and if those blessings had arrived too soon, they would have been affected by what is now being exposed and removed. So what felt like waiting was actually protection in motion. Declare, I receive, in the comments. And now, my beloved, as we go deeper, you will begin to notice a new kind of peace entering your life. Not loud, not overwhelming, but steady. A peace that does not depend on circumstances. a peace that remains even when things are still shifting. That peace is your confirmation that you are positioned correctly. That peace is your evidence that you are not in danger. You are in alignment. Because even though there is a great shift unfolding, you are not being shaken by it. You are being guided through it. And that is the difference. Others may feel urgency, you will feel awareness. Others may feel confusion, you will feel clarity. Others may feel fear, you will feel steadiness. Because you were called and you answered. Comment yes if you feel that peace beginning to grow within you. My child. There is also a restoration that is quietly approaching. Something you did not expect to return. Something you may have already released in your heart. Something you thought had passed you by. But now that the space is being cleared, now that alignment is taking place, there is room for what truly belongs to find its way back to you, or to be replaced by something even greater. But you must not chase it. You must allow it, because what is truly aligned will not require force. It will come with peace. It will come with clarity. It will come without confusion, and you will recognize it immediately. Type Amen if you receive this. Now stay with me, because we are approaching the deeper confirmation. The warning that was given at the beginning was not to create fear. It was to position you for this exact moment. The moment where you begin to see clearly, move wisely, and remain steady while everything else shifts. And now you are here, not at the beginning, but in the unfolding. You are no longer waiting for the shift, you are inside it. And from this point forward, things will begin to make sense faster than they did before. Answers will come quicker. Clarity will arrive without struggle. And decisions that once felt heavy will now feel simple. Because you have been prepared. Because you have been guided. Because you have been warned. And now, my beloved, you are ready to move forward without fear, without confusion, without hesitation. The great shift has begun. But you are not caught in it. You are carried through it. If you receive this truth, type Amen.